Hello, everyone. How are you today? I'm doing fantastically. I'm got a lot on the go right now. Put a couple of polls on my Telegram channel about who I should draw next and what portrait. So, anyways, I know a lot of you probably aren't even getting the notifications, and that's okay. I just want to let everyone know if you haven't watched, I believe his name's Christopher Sky. He's starting a hashtag called Just Say No. And that's just saying no to the. And I personally, yeah, I think that's a good thing to do. I just walked into the post office to try and the same post office where I had my human rights violated about a month ago and about 3 weeks ago now, I guess. And I walked in there today, mail clerk that I had issues with at the left side. And then on the right side was this clerk I'd never seen before. So I'm like, I'll stand in her line. Wrong choice. Wrong choice. She's like, do you got a mask? Hi, Kiwi. Um, she's like, do you got a mask? And I'm like, no, I'm exempt. And she's like, literally had my package in her hand. And she's like this. And I'm like, you're not allowed to ask that, you're a public place. And the guy pipes up, he goes, oh, I know her, like basically, don't mess with that lady. She'll rip you a new a-hole, and everybody in here will hear exactly what she has to say. And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, I'm done with you. I put up my hand because she was a total, ah, oh my goodness. So I go and stand in the line, and the lady that's in front of me, she turns around and she just like is laughing at the situation, like this. And I'm like, yeah, they're a public place. Like, they don't know anything about the human rights here. Like, your human rights, basically. They're not allowed to do this stuff. And the guy pipes up. He's like, I told you I would serve you. I would serve you. I said, I had a big roll of paper in my hand. I go, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to that lady. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the situation. Her and I are having a conversation. So mind ya. And so I get up there and he was just all scattered, like, okay, where's it going? I'm like, I had a couple questions. I'm like, you need the same customs form because I always fill it out by hand. I do not do that online. They can go themselves. It's all about tracking. That's why I'm not doing it off my phone. You don't need my phone number. You don't need any of that crap. So I just, yeah, I do it. I'm just a rebel when I go to mail stuff, apparently. But anyhow, I just think it's funny. Just no, 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 no. I almost gave her I've been having orgies for a whole year and I haven't even gotten an STD. I should have said that. I think I will when I go back and mail my portrait. Anyways, I wanted to do a card reading quickly and just get everybody. I do know what's going on in the planet. I'm letting a lot of people do their own research and into it on their own. I've been doing a lot of healing. I've had some excellent opportunities come up for me in the background. So I've been working on those. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm just enjoying the movie as it's being played out here in our fair city. Which is Calgary, if anybody doesn't know where I live. It's Calgary, and there was a couple to 3 weeks ago. If you're from Calgary, you'll know this area. But a lot of people don't know our whole entire city has DUMBSs underneath it. The entire city. There's entrances everywhere. So there's a lot of light workers here that don't know why they're called to live in certain areas. And I'll give you an example. Listen, Linda lives up in the northwest around Nose Hill Park. And Nose Hill Park, just within the last few weeks, has had more clearing done out of their stuff in there, which is in the northwest of Calgary. And so there's a medicine up wheel up in Nose Hill Park. But me myself, I've never been like I used to live like right beside it. And I really never I and, Melinda and I used to work, like, right above it. We've never felt comfortable hanging out in that park ever, and I always thought well, coyotes brought parvos, so I didn't bring my dogs in there, but it had nothing to do with that, to do with the energy, so, yeah, it's interesting, and my friend Star that passed away, she passed away literally across the street. Her house was really, right across the street from Nose Hill Park. A lot of creepy energy up there, so, yes. So a lot of people, need to do a simple mantra right now that I'm putting a call out to people, in some positive vibes. I want you to repeat, "Trust in love," or "Truth in love, love and truth, surrender to love." So truth and love and truth, surrender to love. Simply that, over and over and over again. And wherever you see dissension with someone's face or whatever, that's what I did to the lady at the thing. I'm like, "Ugh, love and light, like, you are so not in my vibe," and I feel bad for people like that because that red pill is gonna feel like an enema with no lube, and they're gonna be either taking it or they're gonna be, like, rejecting it. So yeah, let's all surround everybody in the truth and love, and love and truth, and surrender to love. The more people that stand in truth and love and truth, the more truth we're going to hear faster. Okay, that's really my goal is so. Um, yeah. Anyways, truth and love, love and truth, surrender to truth. Yeah, surrender to love. Thank you. Yes, and be very grateful. And I wanted to tell you too, is to get some shungite and put it in your water. I took all my other crystals out and put the shungite in my water, and it takes all the it absorbs all the heavy metals from your water. So if you can get it, that piece was about $15 at my favorite healing store, Amaryllis Healing Center or store in Cochrane. So beautiful. So, I'm gonna read you a couple of cards for the next few days. I did a one and I posted it on my Telegram this morning. So if the Grail Knight comes up again, oops, there's one that's popping out and the one on the bottom. Grail Knight has come up for me a couple of times in the last couple of days, so it's really interesting. And of course, I forgot my glasses once. Doo-doo. I got my mom jeans on today, everybody. Whoop whoop. It's laundry day. I haven't done laundry for 3 weeks. Yeah. So, okay, so here we go with the card reading. Oh, this one was part of the card reading this morning, the B. Okay, awesome. And protection. These both came up this morning. It's funny, the one I didn't mention was the only card, like okay, the Grail Knight, the B and protection were all the cards that came up this morning. So obviously it's a very, very important message. So I'm going to read you the B. Luck, industriousness, sweet victory. Ooh, I love it. When the bee buzzes on your path, it's a reminder that with hard work and firm commitment to building your dream, a sweet outcome is assured. The bee is a symbol of luck, so expect miracles in your life and your life will be victorious and sweet. Remember that you also create your own luck. That is, effort is essential, and you progress along your path in order to make your dreams a reality. The bee is an industrious, busy creature, and it's always making honey. The bee gets busy, and the honey will be yours soon. The bee is a very fortunate omen. And I love the protection card because it's number 38, and that's my life path. 3811. Okay, this marker reminds you to protect yourself against the wary of hidden agendas. Are you being too open? Perhaps you don't realize it, but you may find that you're a target for others, especially if you're shining brightly. Yet this isn't a time to dim your light. Rather, remember that a spiritual warrior or priestess would always learn to how to camouflage him or herself and be armed against potential attack. This is about the right use of power rather than the use of force. The former coming from a place of highly calibrated integrity, the latter from a lower base of destructive energy. And this is like when we're talking about this too, this is the art of war versus somebody just going out there and I want to fight everybody. That's pretty much what it is. Remember to walk higher ground, but wear a cloak for protection. Ask your guides and angels to protect you, for they will always come if they're asked, and be moderate in all you do. This isn't a place to take risks. This marker also lets you know that the subject of your inquiry cannot in any way hurt you as long as you ask for protection. The divine will give it. So I love it. So that to me is, please surround the areas that you know have a lot of interesting or strange or dark. You can feel dark energies. Just put your hands out like this. I always rub mine together to create a little Reiki ball and of love and light, and then I just shine it outward. And I usually repeat a few things. I am love, I am light, and I am of a higher vibration. I am grateful, and I send love and light healing vibrations to you and the universe and all around. And I'm so grateful that everybody is here in our love and light vibration right now in our frequency, tapping into our divine feminine and raising that to be balanced. So these last week or two, a couple of weeks actually, I've had a really nauseous feeling, and I had it this morning in my stomach again. And a lot of what I'm saying or feeling, what is going on in the city, I have told Sapphire, I'm like, okay, I think this is what's happening. This is what's happening when I'm feeling those feelings, or I've told the Fifth Element Goddess those feelings. And then I find out that after the fact, that is in fact when things were being done very heavily in our city. So I want everybody to tap into your own cities and your own locations, and if you have that feeling of unsettledness, or you feel like you're triggered to um, uh, heal a part of yourself, because you're lifted up to emotions of sadness or sorrow, now is the time to put on our warrior blankets and the protection of God or love or creator, however you want to do it. I literally will have a rainbow shower in the morning with healing vibes coming over and taking away all that negative energy that was in my spirit in the last nights. I do know at night I've been doing a lot of rescues in my sleep. That's all my dreams look like, is I'm going and helping dispel a lot of darkness and transmuting the darkness into love. I don't know if I consciously try and do that every night, but that's literally what's happening. And so a lot of the nights I'm not really sleeping. I'm just waking up. And this morning, it was really odd because I felt like I was actually fighting in my sleep last night, and I woke up and I had the biggest hamstring pull on my back. I haven't had a hamstring pull for years, but I always do these stretches before I get out, like a cat, before I get out of bed in the morning. And oh man, I was just like, like hamstring pull. So make sure you're drinking lots of water. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest right now. It's very important to stay in our highest of vibration and do your meditations, however that looks for you. So tap into um, your higher self and have those conversations with the difficult people in their higher selves to bring resolutions and keep your DNA getting integrated with these beautiful, beautiful crystalline frequencies that are coming through the planet. And I know it's waking up like South Park. Holy crap. South Park is dropping mad bombs. So there is awakening for like the 20 and 30 years old. The muggles are coming to life. I am very grateful that for that. More and more are getting the hint that yesterday it was 18 degrees here in Calgary. It was a beautiful day. And I went and took pictures of just how many people were acting like it was a normal day. It was amazing. The masks from in 2 weeks have gone from maybe 40% of people walking around still with them outside while they're walking, down to about 20%. The nicer it gets, the more people are like laying back from that. But we still need to educate these people. Did you know on February 26th at 12:01, this whole scam was over in our province? They have no right to give anybody tickets, period. So a lot of these places are still enforcing this stuff because they're not educated. So now that I'm untriggered, I'm gonna go back and when there's no people in the post office, I'm gonna ship off my portrait And I'm going to mention to them, just politely, and show them the Alberta Justice and Solicitor General. It's 15-COVID-19, and you can go see where that is. If you go look at it, it's on the website of the Alberta Justice and Solicitor General. So it's saying about how province-wide, the bylaw officers at level 1 and above cannot give tickets because it's expired as of February 26, 1201. So please, everybody, get your stuff to do. Yes, so a lot of people don't know what's going on. I'm just going to kind of fill people in the two timelines quickly, and I'm going to make this video very short. Okay, a lot of people don't understand there is so much going on behind the scenes that you are seeing in the MSM play out in this really crappy movie. There are two timelines here. Do not get sucked into that VAXX timeline. That's all I see in my group chat. Quit posting that stuff. You're sucking your vibration down. Okay? That's why I'm like, just say no. I'm tired of seeing those. And I'm literally going to say no more vax, please, in here. Just like no more CW. It's because it lowers your vibration. Okay? I understand that you want to educate people, but that group is educated. So share that news with other people. Don't share it with the people that are already awake, okay? So if you want to post a link so somebody can find it, but these things that are this big, that are full of like links to all this crap, I don't need to see it anymore. No offense, but that's not our timeline anymore. We want positive vibes, things that are videos that are actually happening, links to videos that are actually happening, I should say. Don't post 25 videos in that group chat of something that happened on the weekend. That bogs down the data for people. And they're trying to, like, they don't have time to watch all 25 videos of random strangers, okay? So please pick the highlights and then post a link to it off of your channel. I really appreciate it because we've got to keep that group clean and concise. It's literally almost 1,200 people. And if you're all talking about vaxes, what's the point of the chat? You're all talking about the same thing. So it doesn't matter. That is an old agenda. Please push it aside. That's the 2020 agenda, okay? 2020, whatever, the agenda 21. So please educate others on the information that you find there. That's out of our matrix anymore because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're telling you what could have happened. And I want to point out the people that are getting the GAABs and they are getting sick. That's even if they have the old vaccine, they are going to do that. Period. End of story. Nobody keeps talking about the fact that you're just putting a poison in your body. So people whose grandparents and husbands and brothers and sisters and aunties and med staff that are all going out and getting this jab, I firmly believe it's the old vaccine. It's not the one that F's you all up, okay? People are going to have a reaction to that anyways. And as a general rule, 10 years ago when I worked in a care home, 13 out of 20 people died every year from the FLU. Period. Why aren't we talking about that still? So stop that negative fear mongering. It's all fear mongering. Oh my God, we're going to die. We're not doing that. That's your free will. You know you're not doing that. So spread the love with other people. That's all I'm saying. So, and raise your vibrations. If you're constantly being afraid of somebody getting it, then that's lowering your vibrations. Trust in your plan, in your free will. How are you calming your vibes? The brain is up here, but you need to put the stuff from your heart vibrations into your brain. We've been told how to operate both sides of our brain the whole time, programmed. So we need to reprogram ourselves by taking our heart vibrations and knowing that things of love and light will not reside in the new earth. They're not going to last. Think of us like they're literally drowning on their own crap, period. The swamp is down here and we're all rising like oil and there's all the water in between us. And all they're doing is try to hold on to our high vibrations. Hold on and pull us back down. Why are you letting them? Just say no, you know? And that's the boundaries we need to put on ourselves is where we can stay balanced in our feminine and masculine. And that's what's really important right now is what's ringing true to you and your inner understanding of yourself. Okay. So, um, but please drink lots of water and raise your vibrations and educate other people as to what is going on. Really, the two movie sets that are going on, like that wasn't the Rose Garden, and so gently wake them up. I'm having really great success with my middle son, I must say. It's been an amusing little back and forth conversation. So, and I fell in love on the weekend. Yeah, I did. I did. Aren't you guys all happy for me? I fell in love. I fell in love. It was a magical moment. Okay, so oops. There's Taco Spice. She's in town for the day, so I'll show you my love, my love. Are you guys all ready for this? Isn't he handsome? Look at his eyes. He's all like, mm, coming to give me a big hug and a kiss. So beautiful. Oops, there he is. Flash. So I am in love with Flash. He let me do this. And and Kelly and Wes were like, "Oh, watch his head. He might." And I'm like, "Oh no." I could just feel his vibe. We were so connected and it was so magical. It was really funny. I just loved him. So yeah, I got all the love from Flash. JD, the other horse, didn't really want anything to do with me, and because it was really windy. And Denny, the donkey, the jackass, he's just like, "Oh, let me pet him for a little bit," and he's like, "F you, I'm leaving. You don't have anything good to eat." So thank you, Kelly and Wes, for having me over, and it was a magical experience. I felt like I was on vacation for the evening. They got a really cool place too. I really love it. So they're the ones that gave me the Canadian Punisher sticker, and they just came in one day from out of town, and now they're like awesome friends. So I really love it. So love the horse energy. So I needed it. I needed that just to get away from stuff. So I had a lot going on personally. But anyways, I really appreciate everyone. A lot of love and light to you today on your journey, and I wish you all the best. Please protect yourself in the highest of vibrations, and I think everything will turn out quite magically. Yes, and please like and share. Who knows how long this platform is going to be here and available. So, yeah, if you're not tuned into my Telegram channel, it's at Raven Moonstone Art. For those of you who don't have it, please download it. Go to your settings and set it for a 3-day clearing cache. Okay? Clear your cache settings instantly after you turn all your privacy things off. And that'll help you with it surviving on your phone longer. A lot of people don't want to download it because it will crash their phone if you don't change that setting. So change the setting. So I love you guys. Take care, and I'll keep you abreast of what's going on with this Trump portrait that I'm doing. And the winning next person was JFK, and then I believe Michael, and then Diana. But for shits and giggles, I put on 2 crown pictures of Lady Diana in the poll, and I was thinking about doing the number 3 one where her hair, she's got a beautiful smile, she's wearing a crown, but I was gonna just not do the crown and just do her hairdo. And but I like number 2 better. But I didn't put that when I did the poll just because as the crown just to see what everyone else is. But I love you guys all. I'm really so grateful for everybody sharing my videos and all the information. And yeah, so please get caught up on your raising your vibes if you haven't done that already. Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.